everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. I am Nuzhat Sana. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. You can attend the quizzes on this app for better practice, and after that you can also read the detailed explanation of the questions you have missed. For regular updates, please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay. Also, our latest initiative is UPSC Prelims Test Series for 2021 and 2022 in GK Today Academy app. So if you are appearing in UPSC Prelims, you may consider joining this. So now, without wasting any further time, let's get started. So today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 17th of June 2021. Starting with very first question, who was the president of the 14th session of the Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification? So this time president was Narendra Modi for this event, and it was held at New Delhi. So in this, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to address a high-level virtual dialogue on various issues like desertification, then land degradation, drought, and etc. And this event will be convened by the President of 75th session of the General Assembly, who is Volkan Bozkir. Now few days back, COP26 was very much in news. Why? Because it has appointed David Attenborough as People's Advocate of COP26 for climate change. And this COP26 would be hosted by UK in partnership with Italy. And this event would take place from November 1 to 12, 2021. Where? In Glasgow. Actually, this is a city in Scotland. So both these events are extremely important for your exams. Question number 2. Which country has launched the project O2 for India to tackle the medical oxygen demand after COVID-19 second wave? This initiative has been taken by India itself, and under the project, a national consortium of oxygen would enable the national level supply of critical raw materials, and it will also include setting up of small oxygen plants, then manufacturing compressors, concentrators as well as ventilators. And it will establish not only small oxygen plants but also large oxygen plants. Now India was in news because the forex reserve of India has crossed $600 billion mark for the very first time, and with this it was tie between India and Russia. So now India is at the 4th position with largest forex reserve. And also India is a non-permanent member of United Nations Security Council, because as we know that this committee consists of 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members. Why this council was in news? Because recently it has elected 5 countries for its non-permanent members. Which are they? UAE, Brazil, Ghana, Albania and Gabon. Now one question for you. You have to tell me which are the 5 permanent countries of UNSC. This thing we have already discussed in the previous lecture. So you have to tell me now. Question number 3. Which Indian state is set to launch Yuva Shakti Corona Mukta Abhiyan? So this campaign has been launched by Madhya Pradesh, and it will run by the Higher Education and Technical Education Department in collaboration with Public Health and Family Welfare Department. So under this campaign, college teachers and over 16 lakh students will be made aware of corona infection. Now there is one more campaign which is very famous these days, Jahan Vote Wahan Vaccination. So this campaign is from New Delhi, in which people with age 45 or 45 plus, they would be vaccinated in their respective polling stations. Now MP was also in news due to its Satpura Tiger Reserve. Why? Because recently it has been included in the tentative list of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. Now there is Panna National Park there in Madhya Pradesh, which is also included in the UNESCO sites. One question for you, you have to tell me, where does the headquarters of UNESCO lies? Do let me know in the comments. Question number 4. Naftali Bennett, who was making news recently, is the new Prime Minister of which country? After replacing Benjamin Netanyahu, who has lost after his 12-year-old tenure. Do remember that Benjamin Netanyahu is the Israel's longest serving prime minister, and right now he is on trial for some type of fraud. So that's why he fell short of obtaining majority support now in the general elections that were held in March this year. And it is expected that after Naftali Bennett, Yair Lapid would be the new Prime Minister of Israel for after 2 years. Means it is just expectation that Yair Lapid would replace Naftali Bennett after 2 years. Now talking about some more recent Prime Ministers and Presidents. In the previous lecture we have talked about Henry Mary Dondra. He is the new President of Central African Republic. Then we talked about Rebecca Greenspan. She is the first woman official to head UNCTAD, means United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. Then obviously President of Syria, who has been recently appointed, is Bashar al-Assad. Now you have to tell me who is the current CBI Director of India and also the Election Commissioner, because these are also the recent appointments. Question number 5. Raja Parba, which was celebrated recently, is a famous festival of which state? So in which state we celebrate this festival? So actually it is a 3-day festival celebrated across the state of Odisha. It is a type of womanhood festival. Means actually it is believed that Mother Earth menstruates and prepares for future agricultural activities with the arrival of monsoon. So that's why this festival is celebrated. And OTDC, means Odisha Tourism Development Corporation, has also launched a special program named as Pitha on Wheels. Now talking about some of the important festivals which were in news recently, there was a festival called Oktoberfest. So this festival is celebrated in Munich, Germany in the month of October. Now there is a festival called Cherry Blossom. It is celebrated in our country, Meghalaya. Then there is Kati Bihu. Whenever the Bihu name comes, it means Assam. Then there is Chaitra Jatra. It is the festival of Odisha. So actually all these festivals were in news because they all were cancelled due to COVID-19 pandemic. Question number 6. Which economic figure of May stood at 12.94% as per the recent data released by the Commerce Ministry? First of all, what do you understand by the inflation? So basically it is a general rise in the price of goods and services in a particular economy over a particular period of time. Or you can say that inflation is a measure of how much your money value gets degraded during a particular period of time. Now there are two types of inflation. First is WPI, means wholesale price index, and then second is CPI, means consumer price index. What is the difference? Actually WPI is measured on prices at the wholesale level, while CPI is the measure of change in retail prices of essential goods and services. One major difference between the two of them is that in the WPI you cannot count about services. It's only for goods. Why? Because you cannot buy services at wholesale basis, right? You can only buy the goods at wholesale level. But in CPI you can consider both goods as well as services. So recently, as per the data released by Union Commerce Ministry, WPI inflation has stood at 12.94% in the month of May 2021, and the CPI inflation was 6.3% for this month itself. So this is the 5th straight month of surge seen in the WPI based inflation, because in April 2021 WPI inflation was at 10.49%. So it is expecting that the wholesale price based inflation is rising due to rising prices of crude oil and manufactured goods in this second wave pandemic. Question number 7. What is the name of the continuous positive airway pressure, that is CPAP, machine developed by IIT Ropar? So recently IIT Ropar has developed a device that can be used as a substitute for your CPAP machine, which is called as Jeevan Vayu. So this machine can now deliver high flow oxygen up to 60 liters per minute. And please remember that this new device, which will function without any type of electricity, would be the first to be designed in India. And this CPAP therapy helps to ensure that the airways do not collapse while the patients breathe during sleep. Now IIT Kharagpur was in news few days back. Why? Because it has developed a weather forecast system, and also there was ARWU rankings What is it? Academic ranking of world universities. So in this ranking, total of 15 Indian universities made their places in it. Among all of them, first was IISc Bangalore, and it was first among the higher education institutes in India. Now can you tell me one more thing for which IISc Bangalore was in news? Do let me know in the comment. Question number 8. Which country plays host to the World Blood Donor Day 2021 events? So this day is observed on 14th of June every year to create awareness across the world about the need for safe blood and life-saving components of blood required for transfusion. So for the year 2021, the theme was Give Blood and Keep the World Beating. And host for this year was Italy through its National Blood Center. Now Italy was also in news because it has hosted the Global G20 Health Summit along with European Commission. Also Italy was in news due to Salvator Mundi. What is it? Actually it is the world's most expensive painting of Leonardo da Vinci. So it was in news due to some sort of recovery. But that thing is not relevant for your exams. Only thing you have to remember is this painting belongs to Italy. Question number 9. As per the mandatory hallmarking scheme, what types of gold jewelry can be sold now in India? So the government is now set to implement mandatory hallmarking of gold jewelry and artifacts from 15th of June 2021. First of all, what do you understand by gold hallmarking? It is a type of purity certification of gold, or you can say that it is a process of certifying the purity of gold. So what happened was hallmarking was voluntary, but now it is mandatory, and this will protect the public against being cheated. And from the cutoff date, all jewelers will be allowed to sell only 14, 18 and 22 carats of gold jewelry. Now actually there are different type of golds. For example, first is BIS hallmark. So this certification indicates that the purity of gold is verified in one of its licensed laboratories. Then second is KDM gold. So it is a type of that gold alloy where 92% of gold is mixed with 8% of cadmium. Then third very important variety of gold is 916 gold, or you can say 22K gold. It means that if 22K gold weighs 100 gram, then it contains 91.6 gram of pure gold per 100 grams of alloy. So these are the different type of gold purities on the basis of which you can decide which type of gold you really want. Question number 10. Shenzhou 12, which was making news recently, is the new space mission of which country? So actually this term means divine vessel, and it will be the third of 11 missions to complete China's space station by 2022. So basically a Chinese spacecraft on a long March rocket carrying of 3 people in it is to be launched for a 3-month stay, and this would be the very first time that China is to send humans into space after 2016. And now China also aims to spend a robotic cargo resupply spacecraft and 3 more astronauts this year. Apart from it, China was also in news because in May month, China has launched Chang'e 2C rocket from Xichang Satellite Launch Center. Also, it has launched its first new generation meteorological satellite named as Fengyun 48. Now there were 2 vaccines from China which were in news. Why? Because WHO has approved these 2 vaccines for emergency usage in tackling COVID-19. So first name is Sinopharm, and you have to tell me which was the other one. So please write down in the comments. Question number 11. The 2021 NATO summit was organized in which city? What is NATO? North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So it was actually the 31st formal meeting of the heads of states and heads of governments of NATO. And this time it was held in Brussels, which is the capital for Belgium. So in this event, NATO leaders have warned that China presents systematic challenges to the world, and this was also the first NATO summit attended by US President Joe Biden. An earlier group of 7 means G7 rich nations have issued a statement on human rights in China and Taiwan. Now Belgium was also in news because Belgium government sites were knocked by DDoS attack few months back. What is DDoS? Distributed Denial of Service. So this acronym has to be remembered. And currency for Belgium is euro. Question number 12. IMD and ICMR have formed an expert committee on which disease? So both of these organizations, IMD, ICMR, along with Malaria No More, which is an NGO, they have together created an India Interagency Expert Committee on Malaria and Climate. So basically it will aim to explore and provide climate-based solutions for fast-tracking malaria eliminations in India. Now in the April month, we have seen that a report was there which says 116 Indian districts have reported zero malaria cases in 2020. And it was announced by Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Also, we celebrate World Malaria Day on 25th of April, and the theme for this year was reaching the zero malaria target. Question number 13. Which country has developed a ceiling mounted COVID alarm that can detect COVID infection? So this has been developed by scientists from UK, and this accurate device can be used for screening in aircraft cabins, classrooms or homes or offices. So this sensor works by detecting chemicals produced by the skin or in the breath of the persons who have been infected with coronavirus. Now UK was in news because this time G7 summit would be hosted by it, in which India has also been invited. So basically India along with Australia and South Korea have been invited to this event, and this is the second time when Prime Minister will be part of this summit. And what are the G7 countries? So basically they are Canada, France, Italy, Germany, Japan, UK and USA. Question number 14. New Shepard, which was in the news recently, is the rocket system of which space agency? So it is the rocket system of Blue Origin, and Blue Origin is the space company of Amazon founder, who is Jeff Bezos. So basically it is a rocket system which was developed to take the tourists to the space, and over 7,600 people registered from 159 countries to bid for this seat. But finally it went for a winning bidder of 28 million USD, who would fly abroad New Shepard along with Bezos. Now I am giving you one question. You have to tell me 3 things about NASA which was in news. Do let me know in the comments. Coming to last question. Which Indian state is ranked first in the Anemia Mukt Bharat Index? So this index has been topped by Madhya Pradesh with a score of 64.1, and it is released by National Health Mission. So MP is followed by further Odisha, which has a score of 59.3, and then further followed by Himachal Pradesh, which was earlier at 18th position last year, but now it is at 3rd one. And almost 50% of the pregnant women, then 59% of children who are less than 5 years of age, and 54% of adolescent girls, and 53% of non-pregnant, non-lactating women in India, they all are anemic. Now Madhya Pradesh was also in news because of its water conservation campaign named as Jal Abhishekam, and the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh is Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and you have to tell me who is the governor of this state. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from past 2-3 days current affairs, and now you have to pause the video here and try to solve each of these questions. At the end of the video, do not forget to share your scores. Don't worry if you are receiving 3, 2, 1 or 0 marks, it's okay. With time you will see a sort of improvement in your scores. So don't worry for it. It's not a big deal. Just don't cheat and be honest with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.